Okay, so welcome back to SwitchCorner. Today we're going to be looking at Huntdown on the Nintendo Switch. This neon-infused retro-style side-scrolling shooter is clearly taking influence from some of the greats, but can it stand tall alongside them, or will this one just live in their shadow? Well, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we do, join our growing family, and let's get started as we break down story, gameplay, graphics, audio, and then wrap things up with my final verdict. Let's do this. So while story was never something I particularly expected from Huntdown, I will say they've put some effort into bringing this world to life, adding some character and giving you a reason to why you're essentially going on a killing rampage. In the future, only bounty hunters are brave enough to take down the ruthless criminal underworld that plagues this city. Working for a lady by the name of Wolfmother, or Miss Rose, she assigns you targets to kill, gives you a minor kind of explanation on why, and yeah, get your guns ready with 4 different gangs to face. Now, while the story remains the same, we have 3 bounty hunters here to choose from: John Sire, a cyborg, Mo-Man, a mech, and Anaconda, an all-around badass human. While not taking itself seriously, clearly, it is a nice excuse here for some entertaining one-liners, some exposition for our characters, and even the occasional pop culture reference. Honestly, it's great stuff. Gameplay then, and control wise, it couldn't be more simple. Expect horizontal movement and fire patterns. There's no like up or down shooting here. There's a special ability which is basically a throwing attack, so I think like grenades and stuff, a dash, a jump, and then the ability to take cover in the environment. So this could be behind crates, behind the typical exploding barrels, or simply jumping into a hole in the wall. A game like this, though, I gotta say, lives and dies by its controls, and I'm happy to say today they are absolutely spot on. Responsive, simple, and just effective. In Huntdown though, we basically get 4 locations, each with their own occupying gang. Each location then contains 5 levels and 5 boss encounters, from those that are just relatively simple to those that will absolutely annihilate you in seconds. For the majority, they are amazing encounters. I enjoyed pretty much like 90% of them, but there is a couple in there that did feel a little bit cheap and they could kill you instantly, thanks to like pits in the environments, things like that. This never felt quite up to the level of the rest of the gameplay on offer. Now, when it comes to the enemies running around these maps, most of them come with their own unique attack patterns. They're very like entertaining to watch, but they definitely bring the challenge as well. As you progress, expect to see them in larger numbers, and yeah, armor, all sorts of crazy weapons, machine guns, rocket launchers. These enemies, they're out to get you. They're very much out to kick your ass, and they're not shy about it. Where Huntdown for me though truly separates itself, it was the huge arsenal of weapons. Pick these up though from like dead enemies, or simply they're scattered around the locations, and there's just so many to choose from like baseball bats to hockey sticks to machine guns to shotguns to rocket launchers and grenade launchers. My favourite was the sniper rifle because it was just so damn powerful. Experimentation with weapon types here is absolutely the best way to get the most entertainment out of this one, and I will say thankfully Huntdown forces this on you. This is because you can only carry 1 additional gun alongside your starting weapon, and then the bullets are very much scarce. For most of the gameplay, you'll be swapping every few minutes, and it just makes the whole experience more exciting, as you're quickly expected to adapt to the new strengths and weaknesses of each weapon. Now, when all is said and done here, with 20 levels, 20 bosses, you can expect a runtime here at the normal difficulty with, I will say, quite a few deaths under your belt, clocking in around the 3.5 hour mark. When it comes to reasons though to head back in for multiple playthroughs, it's unfortunately where I will say Huntdown let me down a bit. 4 difficulty options, but they do nothing more than reduce the size of your health bar. There's no like extra enemies or anything else. Co-op play, I will say that is awesome, and that's my main reason I'll be going back to play again. And then they've tacked on a few trophies for each level, which basically come down to either killing everyone, finding 3 briefcases, and yeah, don't die, that's it. Difficulty, I would have liked a bit more challenge from the enemy count or maybe their AI, and then the trophies are kind of uninspired when you compare it to the rest of the package. Like, find 3 briefcases, it's not exactly exciting, and a bit of variety between the different levels. It would have been really nice to see like a different challenge for each one, not just the same thing over and over again. I also think they kind of missed the beat here when they didn't add like a high score mode as well, because I know that when I'm playing co-op, I want to try and beat my friends and kill more enemies, and that would have been a lot of fun. So overall, the core experience here is nothing short of amazing. Epic boss moments, creative enemies, a huge arsenal of weapons, and then some truly fun and unique locations to explore. It's one of the best 2D side-scrolling shooters I've played in a long time. It's just a shame at a reasonably high price point, I'm struggling now to find too many reasons to, head back in. One more run on the highest difficulty, but yeah, what then? So Huntdown graphically, it's stunning. When it comes to pixel work, this is up there with the very best available on the Switch. Not only do they use it to capture the spirit of its influences, but they also get a ton of detail in here, which adds to a feeling of it being, very much modern still, even though it's kind of got that 80s influence. The locations though, the enemies, the animations, it's all expertly crafted to capture a unique world full of hidden secrets to, discover as you explore. And these are taking place in the foreground and the background. There's a lot to kind of visually take in. I have no doubt a ton of effort went into building this world, and it absolutely shows from the second you start the game up. Even the cutscenes, they kind of shift to like an almost 3D style, but they never drop that pixelated look, and it's so consistent. Just look at the inside of the car here where you pick up your missions. Tell me that's not impressive. It's a stunning piece of visual work where there really is nothing that I can fault in its design, absolutely hitting, in my opinion, all of the right marks. Audio, then I'm going to make this simple. Let me buy this soundtrack on vinyl immediately, please. It is a stunning synthwave drenched 80s throwback that absolutely deserves your attention. From the more thematic chill pieces that set a location, through to the action-packed panic moments, there wasn't a track I didn't enjoy in here, and I just wanted more. And actually I even looked for a way to listen to it offline, but I couldn't find anything. Sound effects then, and they do absolutely everything they need to with weapons, vehicles, explosions. Everything here just captures the power of what's happening around you, and then they even use them to build the environments and character movement. These small audio moments to me are absolutely game changing, and this is perhaps the most impressive audio piece I've seen in some time. Then to top it all off, there's voice acting, whether it's just in the cutscenes or the one-liners. They take this game to a whole nother level. It adds a whole lot of personality. To me, it kind of feels like Contra got together with Duke Nukem and had a baby because of this audio that's recorded. That is, by the way, very much a huge compliment. So overall, Huntdown is not out to change your mind on a genre, but rather pay homage to the greats while attempting to carve out its own place alongside them, not simply live in their shadows. I'm going to say it now, for the most part they absolutely succeed. If you like the Metal Slugs or the Contras of the world, this is absolutely a must buy, I'll tell you now. Fast paced, frantic, tons of action and challenge, a unique storyline, and then a visual style and audio work that's going to be honestly hard to top. Today I'm going to be awarding Huntdown a great 8 out of 10. Can't deny the fantastic experience we have here, loved every moment of it, but now I just wish I had a ton more reasons to go back instead of the somewhat lacking endgame content. Thanks for watching. Will you be picking this one up? Have you added it to your collection already, as it did come out this morning? Hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing community. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.